Imagine a world confined to continents, isolated by vast oceans. This was our planet for millennia. Then came the ships, humble vessels of wood and sail, defying the waves. Like threads spun across the sea, they connected distant lands, shrinking the planet with each voyage. These ships, powered by wind and human courage, were the first steps towards a globalized world. From the Phoenicians navigating by the stars to the Polynesian canoes riding the Pacific currents, early seafarers ventured into the unknown. These voyages, driven by exploration, trade, or simply the desire to discover what lay beyond the horizon, reshaped the map of the world. The seas, once barriers, became highways, and with them, the world began to shrink. The impact was profound. Isolated communities, once separated by thousands of miles of water, found themselves connected. Goods, ideas, and cultures flowed along these maritime routes, transforming societies on either side of the ocean. These early voyages were not just about physical journeys, they were journeys of knowledge, of cultural exchange, and the gradual realization that the world was far vaster and more interconnected than previously imagined. As ships grew larger and navigation improved, so did their power. Navies, armed with cannons and carrying thousands of soldiers, became instruments of war and conquest. Empires rose and fell on the tides of naval battles, their fates decided by the clash of oars and the roar of cannons. The vast oceans, once protectors, became battlefields, their waves stained with the blood of empires. The Roman Empire, with its powerful galleys, controlled the Mediterranean, ensuring the flow of grain and wealth to Rome. Centuries later, the Spanish Armada, a formidable fleet of warships, sailed to conquer England but met its demise in the stormy waters of the English Channel. Such battles, etched in history, highlight the crucial role of ships in shaping the geopolitical landscape of our planet. Control of the seas meant control of trade routes, resources, and ultimately power. Nations that mastered the art of shipbuilding and naval warfare held the fate of continents in their hands. The quest for maritime dominance fueled innovation, leading to advancements in shipbuilding, navigation, and weaponry. The seas, once a symbol of separation, became a stage for competition, conflict, and the relentless pursuit of power. Beyond the tumult of war, ships were vessels of prosperity, carrying goods and treasures across the globe. The Silk Road, though traversing land, was intricately linked to sea routes, with ships transporting silks, spices, and porcelain from the Orient to the West. This maritime trade fueled economies, enriched empires, and exposed distant cultures to each other's riches. The discovery of the New World by European explorers in the 15th century opened a new chapter in maritime history. Ships laden with gold, silver, and exotic goods crossed the Atlantic, forever altering the course of history. This exchange, however, was a double-edged sword, bringing both prosperity and exploitation. The flow of goods was accompanied by the exchange of ideas, knowledge, and culture. Along with their cargo, ships carried travelers, scholars, and missionaries, spreading religions, philosophies, and scientific discoveries. This cross-pollination of cultures, facilitated by maritime travel, enriched societies, sparked the Renaissance, and laid the groundwork for a more interconnected world. In Section 4, Shadows in the Wake, the story of ships is not without its dark side. While they facilitated trade and cultural exchange, they also became instruments of oppression and exploitation. The era of colonialism saw ships carrying not just explorers and merchants, but also soldiers and colonists who subjugated populations and plundered resources. The transatlantic slave trade stands as a horrific testament to this dark chapter. Millions of Africans were forcibly transported across the Atlantic in appalling conditions, victims of a cruel trade made possible by ships. This tragic chapter serves as a stark reminder of the devastating human cost of maritime expansion. The pursuit of profit and power, often at the expense of human dignity and the environment, left an indelible mark on the planet. The insatiable appetite for resources fueled by maritime trade led to over-exploitation, deforestation, and the displacement of indigenous populations. The seas, once teeming with life, faced the consequences of pollution and overfishing. Section 5, The Enduring Legacy. Despite their complex and often troubled history, ships have left an undeniable legacy on our planet. They have shaped our world, connecting continents, cultures and economies in ways unimaginable centuries ago. From the ancient mariners navigating by the stars to the modern cargo ships traversing the oceans, ships have been instrumental in shaping the world we live in today. The modern world, with its interconnected economies, diverse cultures and global communication networks, is a testament to the enduring impact of ships. They have shrunk the planet, not in a literal sense, but by making it possible for people, goods and ideas to travel across vast distances, fostering interconnectedness and interdependence. The legacy of ships is etched in our language, our culture and our very understanding of the world. From the stories of ancient mariners to the modern marvels of engineering that continue to ply the seas, ships remain a symbol of human ingenuity, our desire to explore, and our enduring connection to the world's oceans. Section 6. The Shrinking Planet. The impact of ships goes beyond the physical transportation of goods and people. They have fundamentally altered our perception of distance and time. What once took months, even years, to traverse can now be crossed in days or weeks. This compression of time and space has had a profound impact on global trade, communication and cultural exchange. The internet and air travel may have further shrunk the planet in the 21st century, but they owe their existence to the groundwork laid by centuries of maritime exploration and innovation. The submarine cables that carry the Internet's data across oceans, the global positioning systems that guide our ships and aircraft, and the very concept of a globalized world are all rooted in the legacy of ships. This shrinking of the planet, however, comes with responsibilities. The environmental impact of shipping, the exploitation of maritime resources, and the need for international cooperation to ensure the safety and sustainability of our oceans are challenges that we must address. Section 7, a new age of exploration. As we look to the future, the role of ships continues to evolve. From scientific research vessels exploring the ocean depths to space agencies like SpaceX envisioning starships for interplanetary travel, the spirit of maritime exploration lives on. The quest to explore, to connect, and to push the boundaries of human ingenuity remains as strong as ever. The challenges facing our planet, from climate change to resource depletion, demand global cooperation and innovative solutions. In this new era of exploration, ships will play a vital role in scientific research, environmental monitoring, and sustainable development. The story of ships is a story of humanity's enduring relationship with the sea, a story of exploration, trade, conflict, and cultural exchange. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, we must remember the lessons learned from our maritime past, harnessing the power of ships for the betterment of humanity and the preservation of our